If someone told you that this beautiful place that you're looking at is located in Ohio and it's very easy to reach, you'd probably have a hard time believing them. But it's true, you really can get here very easily. It's called Ash Cave, and it's located in a beautiful park called Hocking Hills. And in this short video, I'm going to give you a complete visitor guide to this area, how to get here, how to get the most out of it, and the many more beautiful gems that you'll find in the greater Hocking Hills State Park area. Before we get started, real quick, this video is brought to you by the Itinerary Generator, which is a program that helps you create instant itineraries for any state in the country and shares where you can go to get the most amazing experiences on road trips. I'm going to leave a link below this video so you can check it out. It's free. You can type in any state and the number of days you want to visit it for, and it will provide you with a complete itinerary to follow. More details on that in the description. But getting back into it, Ash Cave is located in the park known as Hocking Hills that I mentioned before, and this is located about an hour from Columbus, Ohio. Now, Ash Cave actually has two different ways that you can access it, and the first way is through the southern end, which you can see right here where it says Ash Cave Main Parking Area. This is the area where I recommend most people go, especially if they're with families or with people that are not hikers, because Ash Cave is actually one of the easiest places to access. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in the country, but it's also very simple to access from this southern end. What you have here is a gigantic parking lot which has bathrooms, about 100 cars can fit here, picnic tables, and if you're someone that's coming with little kids or perhaps with elderly people that can't really hike too well, this is a very easy place to stop at, because the hike, if you can even call it that, is just a short walk that's about a quarter of a mile from the parking area to Ash Cave. And as you walk towards Ash Cave, the way that this gargantuan cave unfolds is just breathtaking. As you get closer and closer to it, you'll see the giant cliff walls that open up into the gigantic waterfall, which you can see over here. And in most cases, this place will be very filled up with crowds because it is a very popular place. But besides this first way to reach Ash Cave, there is also one that is available from the northern end right here, which is called the Beehive Trail. Now, this is a hike, or rather a trailhead, that has space for about maybe 10 cars. And from here, you can follow a 3/4 of a mile trail south towards Ash Cave. So you'll actually approach it from the top, whereas from the southern area, you'll approach it from the bottom. Now, one of the things that makes this parking area way better for some people is that if you're more of a hiker and you're into adventure, you'll get more of that here. And two, there's actually a fire tower that's very close to this parking lot, which you can explore. And the last time that I was there, I could go up to the top, but you can't go into the fire tower itself because that's closed. But it can give you great views of the surrounding areas, especially during fall foliage. So that is something to consider. It's a 3/4 of a mile way, one way from the parking area to Ash Cave, and then 3/4 of a mile back. Now, overall, Ash Cave is a place that you can visit year-round. I personally recommend that you go here in March, and the reason why is because the water in Hocking Hills is actually very cloudy light blue, and I personally find that to be way more beautiful. Not to say that it's not beautiful any other season, but during this time, I personally think it's the most magical and beautiful. Not to mention the fact that there's so many other hikes and places to see in the greater Hocking Hills area, you'll just get more of that in the other places. Now, in terms of the water run, usually in the summer you may not see the best waterfall experiences in Ash Cave, and that's usually if the weather has been very hot, there hasn't been too much rain, you may see a very little sprinkle coming down, whereas during the winter, and especially after it ends, or perhaps after a rainy season, you will see a gigantic waterfall. Now, if you're not too much into crowds, I hate to break it to you, but Ash Cave is very hard to avoid crowds in. If you do want to do that, then I recommend you go in the winter, and also go very early in the morning, because usually you won't have too many crowds there. Now, besides this, Ash Cave is just one of many amazing nature gems that is in Hocking Hills State Park, and here's just a few of the many other places that you can see. And I've actually included a video below this one in the description that's going to show you a greater first-time visitor guide to Hocking Hills so you can make the most of your trip there, because this is a place that is, in my personal opinion, one of the most beautiful in the world that you will find. It's actually free to access as well, so that's another huge benefit to it. So that summarizes everything I wanted to cover for you about Ash Cave and Hocking Hills. If you have any questions, or perhaps you've been here, I'd love to hear your experiences or questions. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will also leave a link to the itinerary generator that I mentioned earlier. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.